Thank you for joining us today, and thank you, Dr. Chimganda, for your talk. There's been a lot of talk about social-emotional learning and mathematics lately in Ontario. Of course, because of its introduction into the new elementary mathematics curriculum. But the importance of supporting social-emotional learning and its connection with mathematics education spans wider than just the elementary curriculum and longer than the K-8 grades. The importance of supporting social-emotional learning spans well into post-secondary education, as our research is finding. We have been exploring issues with retention of underrepresented women around large first-year mathematics and chemistry courses in post-secondary institutions. Social and emotional support is key to retention. Just to clarify for a moment what that social and emotional support is, research has identified social and emotional support strategies that are oh so important to retention. There are a number of strategies, but I will share 3 with you today. First, mentorship, and this is all forms of mentorship: peers, faculty, community, and graduate students. Segley, 2020, tells us, mentors who push against the historical culture of science and afford a more inviting environment are important to retention. Another social-emotional support is counterspaces. Hodari, 2019, discusses a counterspace as settings where women of color can find validation, vent frustrations about racism and sexism, and express both their identities as scientists and as women of color. And the final example I want to share is creating community. Community is integral because it allows for the replacement of feelings of isolation with feelings of belonging. Our team of researchers wondered at the beginning why social-emotional support was so integral to retention. Underrepresented women who make it through the pipeline to undergraduate STEM majors must have developed a strong resilience. After all, we are quite aware that the systems surrounding them in their pipeline journey are not kind. Underrepresented women face all kinds of stereotype threat and other forms of oppression in their pipeline journeys to STEM majors and to our mathematics classes. Yet there they are, after all those experiences, in STEM majors. So why is social-emotional support so integral after all that resilience? But here's the key. Social-emotional support is not about resilience. It is about systems. It is about systemic change for the purpose of inclusion. Social-emotional support is about creating spaces and systems that encourage, develop, mentor, validate, and support belonging of all learners. So it's not surprising at all that social-emotional learning is important to retention. After all, can you imagine a mathematics education system, K to 16, that encourages, develops, mentors, validates, and supports belonging of all learners?